All right, time again for Thoughts from the Basement. This is, I don't know if I want to call it Volume 2 or just Part 2, because I'm going to kind of jump off from what I talked about last time with pride. When we talk about pride, I talked last time about moral pride and how pride is an issue in and of itself. But then the opposite of pride is humility. And so we'll talk about that this time, or I'll talk about it. A lot of times people get confused. And they think that pride means feeling good about yourself and humility means feeling bad about yourself. That's not true. Humility isn't feeling bad about yourself. Humility actually is knowing who you are and what you're capable of with regards to your relationships with yourself, with creation, with the people around you, and with your Creator. In a sense, it's knowing your place. Okay, I put that in quotes because I know that in the past, knowing your place has been used to keep people down in lower classes, in poverty and slavery, oppressed and repressed and all that kind of stuff. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you telling somebody that what their place is, per se. I'm saying humility is knowing what your place is. Where do you fit in your relationships with your Creator, with the people around you, with yourself, and with the rest of creation? So, Paul at one point in one of his New Testament letters, I can't remember which one, he says, think of yourselves not too highly, but with sober judgment. Think seriously about yourselves. Meaning, I think, don't make too much of yourself. That's the wrong kind of pride. And don't make too little of yourself either. Don't go around going, oh, I'm not any good. I'm not good at this. Or someone compliments you on your art or your homework or how you fixed the car or something that you said that was particularly well said. And they say, hey, good job. Humility doesn't mean, oh, no, that was terrible. That's not humility. That's feeling bad about yourself. Humility is understanding that what those capabilities are. If you're a good basketball player, it is perfectly okay to say thank you when someone says good layup or good rebound or whatever. If it was a good rebound, say thank you. You're familiar with your capabilities, but you're not making too much of them or too little of them. That's why I say it's knowing my place with regard to my relationship with others. I know my relationship with Shelby. I know where I fit in that relationship. I know what I can do, what I'm capable of, more or less, and I know what I'm not capable of. And so that helps me in that relationship to maintain a certain realism towards my wife. Another example would be when I was first married, I was asked to help teach a Sunday school class. I said, sure, I can do that. It was 5th and 6th grade boys with whom at that point I was not very comfortable with, but I figured if someone asked, I should do it. What I learned through that experience, without going into the details, was that at least at that point in my life, I was not that great with 5th and 6th grade boys. I knew that, but I didn't want to say anything. It is perfectly okay to say, no, I'm afraid I can't do that. If you come to me and say, Sam, I need help fixing my car, I am not going to say, oh yeah, sure, I'd love to. I would say, you do not mount me fixing your car. I'm aware. I take myself in sober judgment. I'm aware of who I am and what my capability is in relationship both with the car and with you. My relationship with you says that I should be honest about those abilities with regard to the car. And so I tell you the truth. I say, I am not a mechanic, and unless you just want me handing you wrenches, you probably don't want me helping with the car. At the same time, if you come and you say, hey, Sam, can you help me with Spanish? I'll say, yes, I can help you with Spanish. Well, why do I say that? I've got 15 years of experience teaching Spanish, and I started learning it when I was 11. Now, if, on the pride side of things, if I start thinking that that makes me a better person than you are, then I'm wrong. But it's okay to say that I'm a good Spanish teacher, provided that those are the types of reports that I've gotten back, that I look at what other people say, that I assess myself soberly. That's humility. Who am I? What is my place with regard to my Creator first? Who did He make me to be? What abilities did He give me? And knowing that I'm not more powerful than Him. It's also knowing what's my relationship with others. How do I fit in? Now, obviously, throughout our lives, we're always working with where do I fit, how do I fit, and all that kind of stuff. But knowing that is the basis for our humility rather than our pride. My relationship with myself, and an honest and truthful assessment of who I am and what I can and can't do, what my limitations are, what my the evil side of me is, so to speak, as well as the good things, and my relationship with creation. What am I in relationship to my lawn, to my trees, to other things like that that I'm also called to take care of and called to deal with. So, this is going about 5 minutes. I don't know if I should go much longer. Humility is not saying I'm a terrible person. Although as a metaphor you might say that. Oh, I'm in comparison with so-and-so, I just don't match up. I feel terrible. But that's a metaphor. Humility is taking yourself with sober judgment, knowing who you are with regard to your capabilities, your personality, whatever you have, whatever you don't have, with relationship to everything around you. Creator, friends, family, those around you, your neighbor, as the Bible says, love your neighbor, myself, and the rest of creation. If you have any thoughts, feedback, feel free to call me, instant message me, put some notes at the bottom, and I'll be glad to respond. I'm sure I have friends who are willing to respond. Thanks a lot. Shalom.